Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to check out another one from 450 North Brewing Company. This is Burp, West Coast Pilsner Citra and Strata hops. Arcane Ale Works is in collab with them. Kind of cool can art. Most of the time, I do not pick 450 North beers up that much. There are a ton around lower Michigan now. But most of the time they're 7.50, $8. When they first got here, they were $10 a piece. For like a 5.5, I think most of those sour smoothies, it's too much. I understand, but it is what it is. But since this one isn't a sour smoothie, I'll still pick one or two up. Some of them have been real good. Some of them have just been eh. But I did pick this one up. $4.49 is what I paid for it. There is no date on it. 5% ABV. And that is it. So I don't see a date. I believe this is fresh. Usually I'm in Megabev every week, something like that. And I haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean they got something a little older. But let's go ahead and get this open, get it into a glass, and see how it is. I think the first couple 450 North, like IPAs, New England IPAs, it was like 450 Gold or Nuggets or something like that is what it was. But some of these, I still think we're dealing with a Pilsner here at 450. I think that's kind of high. And what's a West Coast Pilsner? Is it going to be like in a West Coast IPA? I don't know. But eggshell white colored head, pretty much all small bubbles from what I do have. Not even a half finger of head. Golden in color. Very see-through. I would say it's filtered. Yep, you can see me through there. I don't think I showed the can art, but it's just a mouth like a burp. Did I show this? See, can't even remember. There you go. Let's go ahead and smell. See what I get out of it. I get malty sweetness, almost like a honey malt. I've used that in homebrew in a lot of beers. Maybe an older beer. Some of those, I was doing like a Cascade Centennial. A whole bunch of different ways. I think I made 21 home brews with Cascade and Centennial hops using different stuff. I save some of those a year. I still save some of my homebrew IPAs a year, 2 years, 3 years, just to smell, taste down the road, just to see how it comes out. But yeah, like a sweeter, malty smell. A bit of like pine resin sweetness in there, kind of like a West Coast style IPA. I think for a West Coast style IPA, I'm thinking about that pine, that bitterness, probably that citrus in there. Citra hops, strata hops should be getting some of that. Maybe a little citrus coming out. But if anything, like I've said, it's almost like a honey water. It does smell a little grainy, like honey water grain, then a touch of that pine citrus in there, just a little. But it's okay. Let's go ahead and taste. Maybe it's strata. I want to say like a little dankness, like honey water, malty dankness. There is some bitterness in the back. It seems like the bitterness builds over time as your palate warms up to it. There is some more bitterness coming up. I don't even want to say like a cracker. I would say more bready. Like the heel of a bread, something like that. older pine. Not fresh pine in there. A tiny bit of citrus, but that bitterness does seem like it keeps climbing in the back in the aftertaste as your palate warms up to it. But I would say about mid palate there is a little like acidic tart grapefruit. But still that malty grain is still there. I wouldn't say bready, just bready up front. It's more grainy, like eating, going into a homebrew store, grabbing some grains and eating them. What that does, that's kind of what I'm getting in here. Obviously, that's going to be sweet, or this is sweeter. Uh, I'm not sure I get the West Coast connection here. It is smooth. It's almost like there's oats in there to make that body nice and slick when you're drinking it. Um, I would say light to medium, kind of pushing up there to medium. Not quite medium. Almost like it didn't attenuate all the way. There's more sugar in there, so the body's heavier. Uh, again, I there's a little connection, I would say, in the aftertaste more than anything that's connected to a West Coast IPA. That bitterness, that pine of a West Coast IPA, you're getting the bitterness in here. That's about it. Maybe a little dank grapefruit about halfway through the palate. Um, On this one, I'm going to go 3.5. It's okay. It's definitely drinkable. I'm not getting the connection. Maybe the carbonation is a little low. Like, I don't think I'm going to burp from this. Um, a little, the body might be a little too thick. I want more of the hops to come out more than I guess the grain taste that you're getting in this. But if anything, I would say that bitterness is building up as you drink this. So you are getting that, and that's about the only thing I can say is the same between this and a West Coast IPA. So 3.5 out of 5 for me. Let's go ahead and check on tap, see what they're saying. One of my friends has checked it in 3.75 out of 5. Untapped is not showing the IBU, so I don't know what that is. 74 people have checked this in, average 3.69 out of 5, so that's going to be up to you. Hoppy, creamy, smooth, dry, bitter are the style guidelines. Okay, so now I'm burping. Maybe it's a delayed, because I think that's like 3 in a row. Hoppy, I don't think it's hoppy. I think it's bitter. I don't think it's dry. It is smooth. Creamy, eh. Dan did give it a 3.75. So this one's going to be up to you if you can find it. If I click on everybody, let's see the last time somebody had this. Okay, it was recent. So I'm guessing this is a recent batch. But yeah, it is what it is. Pick it up if you like it. That's the good thing about craft beer. There are a ton. You don't have to like them all. If you enjoyed this review, check out some more over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.